Brett has a question for you guys.
Did you say Brett or Brett?
Brett. He said, can you use your emergency fund to pay off your car if you would still have 3 months left? This is a bigger question to me of how much should you have in your emergency fund and what is it for? You know, can you talk to that?
There's some more variables too.
Yeah.
What's the interest rate on
yes,
those
exactly.
car
What kind
car
of
loan?
debt needs to be knocked out? Yeah.
In the financial order of operations, and then when I go into the detail of the origin and how to use it, even in Millionaire Mission, there's a chance, especially with car loans now, that they could be classified as high interest debt, which is a step 3 of the financial order of operations, whereas at 3 to 6 months is step 4. So there's definitely some overlay on that. And Bo, I'll let you kind of answer the question, but I was surprised to find out, and this is probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago, that there was someone talking to me that had a car loan that was 15%. I didn't even know that happened. That is insane. For sure step 3 with where interest rates are right now. So I just wanted to lay it up on that initial thought. Well, what else should Brett consider?
Yeah, Brett, whenever I think about utilizing my emergency fund, or when I try to tackle that idea, it really comes down to risk. I want to know, how much risk am I inserting into my financial situation? And so this is what I mean. Clearly, you've said it sounds like you're in a situation where 6 months is probably the desired emergency fund level. What I want to know is if you go down to 3 months, and let's just play out the worst case scenario, you were to have a major expense, or you were to lose a job, or have to go find a new job. How quickly could you find a new job? Is that something that could happen pretty quickly? How lean could you cut your lifestyle? Like inside of those living expenses, is there some fluff in there that you could cut back if you had to? Because what I don't want you to do is tap into the emergency fund to go pay off the car loan. And then something happens. I mean, any of the unknown unknowns, and you have to begin utilizing that emergency fund for what it's there for, and it begins to become exhausted very, very quickly. Now, if there's some flex in there and you say, you know what, if the worst case, we can eat out, I can drop the eating out budget, and we can drop the fun budget, and we can do this sort of thing, and that would be okay. Then I love what Brian said. If you're in an arbitrage situation where your car loan is 15% and you've only got your cash earning 5%, that may be a very prudent use of those dollars so long as you don't get too risky. Now, if your car loan is 3% and your cash is earning 5%, that one I get, and it still fits inside of 23.8. That one maybe not so much. But I think the ultimate question has to come back to risk. Yeah. How risky will using those dollars be for my overall financial situation? If it's acceptable, then I don't think it's a crazy idea to do that.
Yeah, that's one of those typical financial planner things is people ask us questions. We say, well, it depends.
It depends.
And if we know all the variables, we can give you, because we do the triage situation of take you with what you come in and get you the answer. But sometimes it's hard not knowing all the variables.